Awesome. Hey guys, it's Tiffany, and you found me on Free Tarot Friday. The weather keeps changing, so I think we'll let some light in there. I'm going to go through every sign in the zodiac, Aries all the way through Pisces. We're going to use the Tarot of Mystical Moments today, and maybe you can hear my dryer. I didn't think to shut that off ahead of time. A few little housekeeping notes before we get started. Big thank you to Annalise Yarn Saxa, who taught us Rune Rebellion class last night. It was so great. Like, I learned so much from her and all of the teachers that we have at Wise Skies. December 1st, we're hosting Celeste Brooks from Astrology by Celeste, and she's going to teach us about the December 4th eclipse. But you know, we have an eclipse before that, right? We have one coming up November 19th. And I think a lot of the eclipse energy is showing up for many of you right now. Certainly for me on November 4th with the Scorpio new moon. So just know, that times are changing, and we do have the 2022 forecast for you. We do have things in the works to be able to help you navigate what's coming. But for now, let's just take a look at the weekend ahead. One more bit of housekeeping. Going forward in 2022, we're going to save our classes for our members. So if you're not a member of Wise Skies yet, it's only $22 a month. You get extended monthly readings just like this, but with 3 different decks. You get a new moon meditation, and you also get an advanced level metaphysical class in many different disciplines. We've covered numerology, we've covered Reiki, we've covered human design, we've covered Akashic Records and 9-star key, and so you can expect more of that in 2022, but it's just going to be reserved for our members. So we'd love to have you, and with that, let's just get started. Let's take a peek into Aries. What is it that our Aries need to know for the weekend ahead, huh? All right, 8 of Pentacles reversed, 9 of Wands upright. To me, Aries just kind of looks like a struggle, you know what I mean? And so I would invite you to ask yourself, does it matter? Do I need to be struggling right now? Could I shift my attention somewhere else? Is there something that I need to be persevering? I'm not saying give up, don't do it. I'm just saying it looks like maybe your mind is working harder than it needs to, and how could you be more efficient with your own energy, right? By just kind of giving yourself that mental, like, look, I'm sticking with it, and yeah, it's not comfortable right now, but I'm on board with that, So there's nothing here that says don't do it. It just says it takes a little bit of perseverance for our Aries. Okay, let's check out for our Taurus. What do our Taurus friends need to hear for the weekend ahead? Just clearing for Taurus. Okay. Okay. The end of my hair looks like poodles. Sorry. Okay. We got a King of Pentacles and a 9 of Pentacles reversed. All right. So in some ways, life is getting better. But it just reminds me to say, life doesn't get better, but we do, right? That King of Pentacles to me means that you're making good decisions, that you're having some maturity about it. This 9 of Pentacles reversed, it could be like that whole champagne taste on a beer budget deal. So just be careful with your spending, right? You're worth it, you deserve it, but it just looks like maybe your taste is a little bit more than maybe the budget right now. And so Taurus, this is just a message to be conservative financially, but also to be proud of how far you've come, so don't let that hard-earned cash slip through your fingers, right? So just looks good, just be cautious. All right, let's clear the deck for Gemini. What do our Gemini friends need to hear for the weekend ahead? All right, first we get a 2 of Cups, a message of love. And then we get a 4 of Cups reversed. All right, so this would be the opposite of detachment, right? So the 2 of Cups, this is about connecting, really, So Gemini, who is it that you want to connect with? Who do you want to spend time with? How can you have quality time? You know what I mean? This is really about quality time and connecting at a deeper level. Okay, so Gemini, that can be anybody. It doesn't have to be a significant other. It could be a pet. Be a child or a parent or a family member, a neighbor even. But it does look like quality time would help you feel restored this weekend. All right, clearing for after Gemini comes Cancer. What is it our Cancer friends need to hear today for the weekend ahead? All right. We get the Moon reversed and the Ace of Wands. And so this looks like you're starting a new project, going forward with something. The Ace of Wands is about taking new action, doing something new. The Moon reversed means just to be cautious because it looks like we don't know everything that's out there on the road ahead. So it's like, yes, go forward, do something new. Just also similar to the Taurus reading, just remain cautious. You know, be willing to be surprised. You know, be willing to be in the mystery. You don't have to plan it all out. You just have to be willing, right, to go forward. Okay. Awesome. And then let's clear the deck for Leo. What do our Leo friends need to be aware of for the weekend ahead here? All right. We've got an Emperor and a Five of Cups. And so this could be walking away from work. You know, this could be walking away from something that makes you sad. This could be just kind of taking back your own energy. You know what I mean? Just taking back your own energy so that you don't have to be the one leading and helpful or unseen or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like just take your energy back and do exactly what you want to do. This is about leading the way for your life. And yes, it looks like some of you Leos have some sadness going on. And so if you need to own that, you know, this is about owning your grief, right? So owning your grief and being able to walk back so that you can reclaim some of your energy and time. Let's clear now for our Virgo friends. What is it that our Virgo friends need to hear for, I almost just said the month of August. All right, what do our Virgo friends need to hear for the weekend? Clearing for Virgo. The Six of Swords is what fell out, and the Page of Swords is what happened next. So this is really about making a wish. You could feel like it's not going to come true. So it's almost like you're seeing the next thing. There's some potential and opportunity ahead of you. You're into it. You like it, but you're kind of skeptical and not really sure it's going to work out. And so it's almost like that premeditated concern that can block things for you. So what would happen if you just stayed wishful and hopeful? What would happen if you just stayed open-minded for things to go well for you? Right, Virgo? Okay. Let's clear the deck now for our Libras. What is it that our Libras need to hear? Clearing the deck for Libras. Thanks for your patience with my tardiness today. Let's clear for Libras. What is it that our Libra friends need to hear for the weekend ahead? All right, that one wants to stay out. We got a King of Pentacles reversed, Five of Pentacles upright. All right, so this can be, you know that song, Hold On Loosely But Don't Let Go? That's what comes to mind. It's like, what are you hanging on to are you hanging on to something that's not good for you? All right, are you not wanting to let go of something, and why? What are you afraid to let go of, Libra? That is your question for the weekend, all right? That's something that you can journal through. All right, after Libra comes Scorpio. What do our Scorpio friends need to hear? This is like the perfect time in this deck's life where it shuffles really easily, right? All right, clearing for Scorpio. What do our Scorpio brothers and sisters need to hear? We got an Ace of Swords backwards and a Moon backwards. All right. Are you stuck in some old thinking, Scorpio? You know, are you concerned about the future? Are you not really sure what to do? Are you going in circles with your mind instead of being in flow, right? And so how can you step out of the circles of your mind and into the flow of the universe, right? I was so in the flow last weekend, but then you come back to the real world, right? And things are different. And so you you can't just access the magic 100% of the time, and you can't just live in the mundane 100% of the time, right? So Scorpio, this is really about balancing new ideas, new wisdom, new insights, other people's opinions, getting somebody else to take a look at your situation so that you're not grading your own homework could be really helpful for you. All right, just some ideas on a loose interpretation for a fun weekend reading, right? Let's clear for Sagittarius. What do our Sagittarius friends need to hear for the weekend ahead? Something useful, practical, helpful for any Sages watching. Okay. All right, we get a 6 of Cups reversed and a 3 of Cups reversed. All right, so this is like a bittersweet taste. You know what I mean? This is about nostalgia. This is about looking back. But what are your memories doing for you? You know, are you looking back over the negative, or are you looking back over the positive, right? And so how can you maybe get out of some of that past cyclical thinking too? The 3 of Cups reversed to me indicates either triangulation. It can be 3 in a relationship. That's not always a bad thing. You can feel like you're constantly, you know, 3 is not like the best in terms of group dynamics, because somebody's always left out. You know what I mean? You can't give 2 people your attention at the same time, right? And so there can be that sense as well. All right, so Sagittarius, moving forward, how can you focus your energy on what you want to do, you know, on how you want to live, right? How you want to shine your light. That 6 of Cups reversed is just a reminder that if you're looking back, to take good care of your thoughts, right? To take good care of your thoughts. All right, let's clear for our Capricorns. What do our Capricorns need to hear for the weekend ahead? Okay, we get the Lovers card. Nice, beautiful. All right, so some solid connections here. The 2 of Swords reversed, so still you yearn, right? So it's almost like something's bothering you about your significant relationship, you know, whether you're with somebody or not. It's like there's something that just feels like you have to make a decision, or feels like you're forced into a corner. But this is about deep human bonds, and so can you learn some lessons around reciprocity? Can you learn some lessons around collaboration and contribution, right? So just some themes to be playing with this weekend. And then after Capricorn comes Aquarius. Let's clear the deck for Aquarius. What our Aquarius friends need to hear for the weekend ahead. Clearing for Aquarius. Okay. We get a 10 of Wands reversed and a Justice card reversed. All right. So Aquarius, let's see. Have you burned yourself out? You know what I mean? Have you taken on too much? Have you been in somebody else's business and it kind of wore you out? You know, both of these to me indicate much rest is needed, but it's not just physical rest, it's also mental rest. Is there something that you could give a break? And if you can't get your mind off of the crazy wheel, like what can you, like how can you, you know, can you watch some trash TV? Can you get involved in service work? Right? Like, can you be helpful to somebody else? But this looks like you're just tired. You just had it. You just don't have anything else to say. You know what I mean? Things seem clear to me for you here. And so I would just tell you, you were born wise and you know what to do with your weekend, and you know how to manage your energy better than anybody else. So you don't have to ask for permission, right? You can just politely decline if you need to unplug this weekend. Looks like some Aquariuses will definitely need clarification on that, and I just want to invite everybody, if you're ever looking for a burning question tarot reading or any of our metaphysical counseling services at wiseskiescollective.com, we would love to do a deeper dive with you, right? All right, clearing for Pisces. That 4 of Swords jumped out like hot potato. All right, so 4 of Swords, you know, this is the card that was pulled in our group this morning, and the 5 of Swords. So one of our members in the Inner Circle group, the Metaphysical Student group on Facebook, pulled this 4 of Swords, and this is about putting something to rest. You know, giving yourself some rest, actually physically laying down. You know, laying something down too, laying down your weapons, right? This 5 of Swords indicates some grief. So Pisces, I know that sometimes it's hard to put something down. It's hard to rest when you want to play. It's hard to rest when there's dirty dishes or dirty laundry, or, you know, whatever. It's hard to rest when there's things going on. But I do see this sense of grief, a sense of conflict, right? A sense of conflict. And so can you just give it a rest, literally? It a rest and yourself. And let's just pick an extra card in case that didn't resonate, in case your little reading didn't resonate for you. Let's get a universal card for everybody watching. Just some general insight, advice, clarity, guidance for the weekend ahead. Just reaching out into the field of unconditional love and infinite wisdom, where all things are possible. And what is it that we really need to hear, Spirit? Okay. The 5 of Wands with the Emperor. All right. So So this again looks like a bit of a stalemate, a stagnant energy having to do with your work. So if there's something going on at your job where you're just feeling kind of stuck and you're not sure which move to make, you just follow your strategy and authority. You follow your human design. You follow your unique way of making decisions in this world. It's not all the same. It's not homogenized. You cannot find a homogenized response to this question, right? You've got to just follow your own path. You got to what is the thing? You got to beat your own drum. That's not it. But you got to do your own thing, it looks like. So if things are feeling stagnant still, you don't know which way to turn, and you're feeling a little lost, just remember you can always look up, you can always look in, and you can get some insight and guidance on making a new move. You got to carve your own path. There we go. All right, guys. So I believe next week is it the 19th? I believe Jen's going to do tarot for us next week. So stick around if you want to have a different interpreter. And we've had April on recently. And so I hope that you're enjoying some variety on our channel. We're really glad you're here. And I hope everybody has a beautiful, blessed weekend and that you join us for the forecast and for sessions at wiseskiescollective.com.